One thing I've been reflecting on, I made a video, this was, I want to say in September, October, somewhere in there, maybe it was November. It was about Merlin. It's about transformation. And I was having a very hard time explaining an experience that I was having. And I've been telling myself, hey, we got to get better at talking about things the moment that they happen. But if I talk about something the moment that it happens, I don't have the time to actually reflect on the meaning of that something in order to find my words, in order to explain. I was going through a thing in the summertime, right into the fall, where I felt like I had lost my identity. And it's an energy-based thing. It's a weird thing that can happen sometimes. It's almost like everything that was the essence of my soul just popped out, came back maybe 3 weeks later. And I just didn't relate to being this person. I didn't relate to anything, my name, my memories, my reality. And what am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to, hey guys, everybody out there, I'm going through a thing right now. I just don't feel like I am myself anymore. But I really need to see the arc of how this goes down, you know? What is this even? I just kind of go with the flow of this stuff. I better figure this out. I don't try to figure anything out. I just go with the flow, have that experience that was interesting, next thing, next thing, next thing, next thing, next thing. All the while years go by and I'm subtly reflecting on it for years, like this one, just subtly reflecting on it. That message that I put words to was digestion. That transformation and digestion. What is digesting us? What is transforming us? It's like being digested. I've been experiencing being digested. I'm going through transformation. You know, waking up is hard to do. Not because we're waking up in the morning and getting with the program here, but we're actually waking up. And it is hard to do. So what is digesting me? What is digesting this world? What is digesting our reality? That's my experience of it. Time, perhaps. I see time isn't just a singular eternity. It's made up of infinite eternities, infinite timelines. And ascension can be ascending from one eternity to the next eternity. And you're a part of every version of eternity. So where are you in time? Everywhere. And yet you could be standing still, all at the same time. So if I'm doing a journey, for instance, I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally sitting in a chair going nowhere, and yet I'm going somewhere. I move my consciousness to the intention. The intention is already connected. I'm already there. I already was there. I've always been there because it's also a reflection of myself. Every single thing is essentially me, which is weird. And everything that is you is everything. I am essentially you. That's why I, you, we're all the same. We're all the same frequency. We all come from the same source. So what do you do with this kind of information? It's not a thought, it's an embodiment. This is an experience of information, right? So this conversation about me not having an identity for several weeks, it's very annoying when weird stuff like this happens. And during that time, I was also doing journeys into what is God. And recently, I was asked to visit Enoch. I never went and visited Enoch before. Enoch was an exhausting thing to go visit. And is Enoch a person? Enoch is a purpose. That was my experience. Enoch is a purpose. And Enoch was basically created to be the history of humanity. Enoch carries the history of all time. when it comes to humanity, and we are a part of Enoch. So I am a thread in Enoch's story. Enoch is the history. So when I go to Enoch, Enoch reflects the human race. Enoch was extremely exhausted. What blew my mind, the next step, it's hard to talk about some of these things. I'm not just conveniently saying words here. I'm actually embodying the very language that I'm relaying of my authentic experience. Because the world and authenticity is the most essential thing. It's what makes us human. Otherwise, we're projecting an idea of what we think other people will like, and that's just advertising and marketing, and it's garbage. It's not the sparkle, it's not the creative life force of what makes you an individual in the midst of all that is whole, in the midst that is all source projecting, you could say, into this very experience. Now, this Metatron part of the story, I'm still reflecting on this, and I probably will for years to come, because it comes back to trying to interpret what is God. And did my soul come from outside the God that I connect with on a regular basis? I integrated into God's own self-reflection, and I'm playing out the domino effect so I can have these special experiences and be a part of God's own growth and development, as though I come from somewhere else. Are we in the body of God? Are we inside the body of God? Are we being digested in the belly of the beast? Is God the beast? Is God the angel? What is it? Everything that we see is all God. I am inside of God, yes. And you are inside of God. But what is time? Is time and God's the same thing for this reality? It's interesting because I was making a point to wear this Mind Over Matrix shirt. I just felt like it was appropriate because I think about stuff like that. Okay, what shirt can we wear for this video? Mind Over Matrix. And what cup can we use? This one. I have a cup that says Old Lives Matter, and it really felt appropriate as well. Old Lives Matter. I don't know. It just makes me laugh every time. Metatron is a very old life. And the Metatron part of the story is that Metatron was the creator of the human race, and that Enoch is Metatron's son, and that Metatron created Enoch to hold the story of humanity so it never be tampered with. And I witnessed Adam and Eve, okay, was actually a genuine beginning. It was one of the eternities. It is one of the layers of our history that you would access inside of Enoch. What's interesting is this ultimate question, and people ask this question. Okay, so Adam and Eve had children, and these children, they get together and have children. That's gross. Energetically, that was the most normal thing. There was no such thing as incest. It was just love. It was just pure love. And children did beget children, did beget children, did beget children. And through time, we become sort of a reflective part of what Metatron is actually made out of, which is all that is light and all that is dark. And this would explain why Metatron is so good at hiding his frequency, because I can't always tell if it's Metatron, which then is a clue that it's got to be Metatron. And Metatron often comes as a very old man or a very old woman. It blew my mind to experience the whole Adam and Eve thing, and that from Metatron, Archangel Lucifer was also born. Then it got me wondering about God, you know? I have to go, unfortunately, but I just wanted to sit down and share some reflection from what is inside myself, reflecting, put some words to it, and give you guys something to reflect on. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me.